All right, guys, happy Thursday. As promised, I wanted to show the cards that I'll be sending in my Greg Morris consignment. Planning on getting it out today. This is, I guess, Thursday, September 29th, 28th. I think it's 28th. Um, I have the cards pretty much packed into some 500 count boxes and then one like Ultra Pro graded card submission, like semi-rigid box. I'm just gonna go over like kind of the highlights. So for example, like all of these cards here are all like 79 to 80 basketball, including like this, like these cards in this bag here, and they're gonna like list this as like a lot because they're all pretty much in the same condition. These are stars, so I'm gonna go through these first, and then I also have cards in there and then cards in there. So let's get going. I went off of here. I'll grab this really quick. This is, if you are planning on submitting cards to them, this is a really handy little tool. So I pretty much went through the stuff that I was going to submit, and if it did not meet these requirements, then I did not submit them. So I keep this around when I put cards away for future consignments, just to remind myself what their condition requirements are. It's really important to send cards that they are going to sell, because if you send them stuff that they will not, they will charge you for processing, and it gets expensive if you send them a lot of stuff that they are not going to take. So let me start here. These are some cards I got from that Tiger binder that have kind of just sat around a while. Some alkane lines, 71 high numbers, team card, more high numbers. Things like that. This video is more for like my record and also just to share with you what I'm sending. They do accept like this, for example, 66 Bill Free, and they do accept semi-stars. I guess you can consider him a star. I consider stars like any Hall of Famer, but I guess it depends on your definition. Sorry, I'm getting a little jumbled up. Any of these are high numbers and sharp cards, things like that. A lot of 63s. The 63s in that lot were very nice. Trying to avoid a card avalanche in the box there. So, just some cool stuff. High numbers always do well. Centered stuff does very well. Team cards will do well. Hall of Famers obviously will do well. These next few were part of a complete set that I broke up. These are like the rest of the best, like centered and sharp. I don't think I have like any Hall of Famers left of this set. So let me put these back in the box, pause the video, and come right back. All right, next box here. The one thing I haven't spoken about is my like overall strategy with sending cards to them. I pretty much send stuff that's high condition, or like Hall of Famers that have just like sat around for a while, like unmarked checklists will do well. Centered Ryan Sandberg rookie. Sometimes I just buy things with like the intention, like I bought these two back in like May, and with just purely with the intention to send them to Greg Morris. otherwise, like the stuff that is in here is stuff that I've just had, you know, from prior buys, prior collections that have just not sold. So rather than having it just sit around, I'll send it, get what I can, and kind of just keep it moving. That's a funny. I wonder if they'd actually list that, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, more unmarked checklists, low grade stars. This was a 89 trade set that I just broke. Maybe like yesterday, I opened that up. The tape was already off and it was unsealed, so don't worry about disrupting that whole thing. So yeah, kind of just stuff like that. Like that's an OPG, you know, stuff. This I bought specifically like last week. I thought that this was a really sharp 62, so would plan on that doing pretty well. You know, there's definitely a mix of high grade and low grade. These are all high grade football cards that I pulled out of a collection that I bought recently. Centered, sharp, nice. I don't know how many cards specifically I'm sending, but I have to think it's probably close to 1,000 if I filled up, you know, 2 of these 500 count boxes, and I have some others in the graded card box. This is actually my brother's card. He asked me to sell it for him. Some high grade 71s. A lot of high grade 71s. Guess I can go a little faster and maybe skip around. Maybe this is not the most interesting video, but I don't know. A 41 Gaudi. This I just picked up. Sharp T206. More football 2 marked checklists. I don't know if they would take those. Maybe they will. I'm not sure. More football, more 71s. Stuff that sits around. I'm going to go to the last box here. Not going to go through all of these here, but you can see these are a lot of like 55 Bowman Commons, some 53 Tops, 54 Tigers in here. That's a stack of like 56s and 55s. Some of these I just picked up from the Philly show, and I figured they would do well. So like these we just literally saw in my video yesterday, and they'll be sent right out. I just had like a stack of like 53s that just wouldn't move for me. It shows, and so just put them all together. Some of these are high grade, high numbers, like these 3, some 52s. These 3 like just would not move for me, so you know, confident that they'll move and do well. Greg Morris. Some 53s from that scrapbook collection early this year. More 53s. Bob Feller has glue and paper on the back. I'm getting down to it. These I picked up recently. So it'll be a fun consignment to see a lot of 50s, a lot more 50s than I've sent in the past for sure. So we'll see how they do. That's pretty much it. Thanks guys for watching, appreciate it. If you hang around this long, let me know what you think of the consignment. Maybe I'll do like a recap when it's all said and done and just kind of show you how they all did. Thanks.